Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new week. This will be over eventually, but for today it is not. So let's get focused. I'm going to tell you everything we're going to be doing this week. And excuse me that my printer has malfunctioned, so I'm having to do the video on this computer, and I have the lesson plans pulled up on this computer. So I'm going to have to flip around a little bit, so forgive me. But we'll get it done. All right, so Monday. On Monday, you are going to start the next chapter of King Arthur. This one is about Percival, and I think you will like it. I already told you that one that we did last week was my very, very favorite, but this one's pretty good too. So, chapter 7 of book 2. And on Monday, you are going to start at the beginning of the chapter, obviously, and you're going to read to page 236. And let me show you where on 236. So that's where you're going to end up, right over that little last two lines. Percival went much faster. So that's where you'll stop on Monday. And then, of course, you will get out your journal and you will start a new section for book 2, chapter 7. And you will write notes for the section that you read today. So that is for Monday. Also on Monday, you are going to grade pages 112 and 113 in your vocabulary workshop book. It will be in one video, but you'll grade both of those pages. And of course, you'll write in the corner, a little square, however many you got right over 12 on both of those pages. And I put in for homework to remind you that your vocabulary workshop test is Wednesday. Now, let me be clear about this. Everything is now due on Sunday at 4 p.m. right? So I put it on the lesson plan for Wednesday, but if you want to take it on Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday, it really doesn't matter to me. As long as I have it by Sunday at 4, that's when I need it. But if you know it by Wednesday, just go ahead and get it out of the way and get it off your plate and move on with your life. But I did put it in the homework for Monday night and Tuesday night to make sure you're studying for that test. And again, it's just like the test that we did last time, which was just sort of that front and back page, not the parts of speech page. It's just this section, and not spelling. So you'll study definitions, synonyms, antonyms. It has that one little section that's fill in the blank. But if you know your definitions, you should be fine on that. So that is Wednesday. But let me go back to Monday because that's where we are. All right. On Monday in history, there's going to be a short video that goes over this map. So we're going to do another geography daily review. And this one is on Washington, D.C. So this is a map that looks a little bit different. It shows buildings and streets and all different things. So this is a map of a city. So if you were walking around Washington, D.C., you might be following a map like this. So there will be a short video on, so you'll watch the video, and then on Monday, you will do the 2 questions that are labeled Monday. Pretty simple. And then, as you know, the citizenship test is this week. So every day, some of you have appointments. So I put on the lesson plan every day, citizenship test by appointment all week. So your test may be on Monday, and so then it'll be over with and you're done. Some of you, your test may be on Friday, so you may want to spend a little bit of time every day reviewing for your test whenever it comes. But I did put that on the lesson plan so you do not forget to be ready. I'm going to call you, so just don't ignore me. I know that trick. All right, I'm going to call you at your allotted time, and you answer. I'm going to ask you the 10 questions, and you're going to give me the answers, and then we'll be done with it. And I know we're all going to do great. So that is on the lesson plans for every day. The citizenship test. Okay. Tuesday. In King Arthur, on Tuesday, you're going to start where you left off on 236, and you're going to read to page 241 to right here. Swiftly he rearranged the pieces. That's where you're going to stop on Tuesday. And then you're going to grade pages 114 and 115 all in one video in your vocabulary workshop book. And those 4 pages, for the ones you graded on Monday and the ones you grade on Tuesday, I need to have a picture or scan of all 4 of those by Sunday at 4. Everything's Sunday at 4. Make sure I get those. And In history on Tuesday, you're going to do the Tuesday section of this. And then you are going to see in the documents an attachment called WTP Executive Branch. And that's We the People Executive Branch. It's kind of like the one you read last week about the legislative branch, but it's a little bit longer. And so I've split it up. Instead of doing a whole bunch of different stuff, we're just going to really focus on this packet this week. So on Tuesday, you're going to start on page 109 and you're going to go to page 111. And that's all you have to read on Tuesday. And then, of course, some people will have your citizenship test. All right, Wednesday. In language arts, you're going to finish chapter 7 of book 2 in King Arthur. And you're going to write your notes for the section that you read today. And you're going to give me 4 hashtags in your book for this chapter. Make sure you write those down. And then this is the day that your test is officially there. And it is linked in the lesson plans and the documents. And I just, again, need you to send me that by Sunday at 4. In history on Wednesday, you're going to do the Wednesday of this. And let me just, for people who get confused, you know, I try to be helpful. Okay, doesn't always work. Okay, so when you're reading on Wednesday, it tells you to read through page 15, sorry. And so you start on page 112, and then you go to page 113, and then the next one is page 114. And these, of course, are just in one document that you'll download. And the page after 114 says 11 because the 5 got cut off, but this is page 115. So don't confuse yourself. I know it's not too hard for some of us to confuse ourselves, but that's where you'll stop reading. Basically, you're reading all the way up to the questions. You're not reading the questions. So this is page 116. So just stop short of this and you'll be good for Wednesday. And some of you will have a citizenship test. All right, language arts on Thursday, we're going to do our Zoom meeting to discuss the Percival chapter. And for this Zoom meeting, we're going to split 5-1 and 5-2. So 5-1, you will meet with me at 2 o'clock, and 5-2, you will meet with me at 3 o'clock. And of course, you will get a email invitation when it gets a little bit closer to Thursday so that you can click and come into the room. And then also on Thursday, you're going to do the bottom paragraph of the Battle of Little Bighorn. So this one right here, only 1 comma. I know that's good news. And on Thursday in history, you are going to answer just the first 4 questions under review the lesson, not activities to do. X, we're not doing that. Top section, only numbers 1 through 4. And I will need you to send me those answers by Sunday at 4 p.m. You don't have to print anything out for that. Just write it on a sheet of paper. And then some of you will have your citizenship test on Thursday. And also on Thursday, in your Washington, D.C., your daily D.C., you're going to do Thursday and Friday. So you're going to finish out the questions for this on Thursday. And then by Sunday, I need you to send me those answers. All right, last day of the week. On Friday in language arts is when you're going to write your 6 to 8 sentence summary for chapter 7. Now, let me say this. Most of you came to the King Arthur Zoom session last week. Very good job. If you read, and I'm saying this because I read some of the summaries of some of the people that didn't come to the Zoom session. And let me say this. If you're reading and you're confused about something, try your best to get to the Zoom session, because when we talk about it, you might understand it a little better. And you can ask questions. I mean, you can always ask questions. You can email me. But in the Zoom session, it's really easy to ask a question if you're confused about something. So if you're reading Percival and you're not really exactly sure what's happening, or you get confused about something, try your best to get to that Zoom session. 2 o'clock for 5-1 and 3 o'clock for 5-2 on Thursday. And then on Friday, you're going to write that summary, 6 to 8 sentences, and make sure I get a copy of that by Sunday at 4. Okay, and then you're going to grade using the little video, the bottom of the Battle of Little Bighorn. So that'll be on a little video on Friday, and that looks like that's it for language arts for the week. For history on Friday, we're going to do our Zoom session for history on Friday. This one, I'm going to split girls and boys like we did last week. So girls, you'll meet me at 2 p.m. and boys, you'll meet me at 3 p.m. And I'm not going to send those invitations out probably till Friday morning, since the other one is Thursday, and I don't want us to get confused as far as which Zoom room to log into. So I probably won't send that out till at least after the Thursday Zoom sessions are gone. So that will be on Friday. And the Friday Zoom, it's girls and boys, we're going to be talking about the executive branch. So make sure when you show up, you've read those We the People pages so you can help to answer questions and things like that. And then some of you will have your citizenship test on Friday. And by the time our heads hit the pillow on Friday, everyone will be done, I'm sure of it. And everyone will have done wonderful, I'm sure of it. And I've already heard from many of your parents that they now could pass the citizenship test as well because they're helping you study, and that's awesome. I think we all should know these answers, don't you? Since you had to learn them, I'm sure you agree. But anyway, if anyone has any questions, please let me know. Send me an email, text me, whatever. I hope everyone is doing well, and I want to make sure that I say that everybody, if you at all can, needs to try to come through the parade on Tuesday by the upper school campus so I can wave at you because I miss seeing your faces in person. I'm glad I get to see them on Zoom, but I want to see you in person. So I hope everybody has a great day and a great new week, and we will talk later.